Hey, it's FX Zashin back with another video, and my YouTube channel is named after a Pokemon. My YouTube channel icon is a Pokemon, so it's only right that I make a video about my favorite Pokemon. So these will be my top 10 favorite Pokemon based on my opinion. Also, I just realized there's only one legendary on this list. So I used this website, I forget its name, I think it's like dragonflycave.com-favorite.html. I'll put the link in the description. So it's basically, it narrows you down to a little group of Pokemon, and you pick your favorite out of that group, and that's how I created this list. So without further ado, let's get to my favorite Pokemon. My 10th favorite Pokemon, which is 10 out of 800 something, 8 or 900 something. So my 10th favorite Pokemon is Charizard. Charizard was one of the first starters I got in X and Y. I was super happy when I was able to get 2 starters, and X and Y was the first Pokemon game I played, which is when I got it. Which is when I got it in 2nd grade, which I still have the cartridge for it, surprisingly. I thought I'd lose it. I've lost it a few times, but I have it. What's this? Oh, this is Pokemon, and this is my 2nd 3DS cartridge.
Hashtag code laser.
Stop. Well, Charizard has always been one of my favorite Pokemon, because it's also the first Pokemon I heard about. And I liked it because I heard about it in actually Smash Bros. I've seen like Smash Bros videos. I played it before too, but Charizard was the first Pokemon I heard about, which is when I was 5, which is when I started getting into Pokemon. And yes, I did hear about Charizard before I heard about Pikachu. Pikachu is like the 3rd Pokemon I heard about. Well, okay, going down the list, my 9th favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. Also, my favorite pseudo-legendary. Dragonite has always been like a more calming version of Charizard, in my opinion, and if I would have to pick between the two of them, I would honestly put Dragonite on the top. Now, if you were to ask me what my favorite starter for Gen 1 is it's Charizard. There are other starters, I think, on this list. Yeah, there's other starters. There's like 4 others.
Sean, do you think Dragonite should have a Gigantamax?
Dragonite's not in the original Sword and Shield.
Yeah, but what if it was? Do you think it should have a Gigantamax?
I think it should. I'll leave the cards down, and I'll put a survey right now. Actually, no, not at that point, but I'll try to put it. I'll put it at the 3-minute mark. But yes, if you think Dragonite should get a Gigantamax, let us know. So yeah, Dragonite is my favorite pseudo-legendary. My next favorite Pokemon is Zoroark. It had its own movie, but I don't think many people know what Zoroark is. So I'll leave since I don't know how to do that, and then poof, images will show up. So I'll put links to the Pokemon. I have to put a lot of links in this video. I'll put links to all of the Pokemon's images if you don't know what it looks like. And yeah, but Zoroark is one of my favorite dark types. Since I just realized my favorite is also a dark type. So yeah, Zoroark, it's just a really cool Pokemon, and I did use it on the first Pokemon game I ever played. Was not actually mine. It was my friend Andrew, and he had black 2 and white 2. He had a save on his white 2, but he let me play on black 2, and I picked my favorite Gen 5 starter, Oshawott, who is actually not on this list. Couldn't find out how to get him on, because Oshawott was one of my favorite Pokemon at a time, but now he still is in my top 30 favorite Pokemon. I think I'd give him somewhere at a 15 mark. But yeah, of course not my favorite starter, but I mean, like, he is my favorite starter for Gen 5. because as soon as I played my first Pokemon game, which is when I was 6, I was like, oh my god, this Pokemon is awesome. And then I saw its evolutions. Samurott didn't really get me that much, but I really liked Duat. But yeah, I did use a Zoroark. I got a Zora, and then I used Zoroark. So yeah, we just got a little off topic. The next one is for all of you memers. My 7th favorite Pokemon is Furret. I would play the Furret Walk song, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So yeah, Furret, one of my favorite Pokemon, because it's a meme. Also because I've seen the lyrics to it, and it's actually kind of cool. So yeah, Furret, my 7th favorite Pokemon. So yeah, not really much to say. It is my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. And, yeah. So now, my 6th favorite Pokemon is another Pokemon I heard about from Smash Bros. Lucario. Why did I do that? Lucario is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I honestly don't know why I did not put it higher on this list, but there are some other Pokemon that I like more than Lucario, such as Beep, 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 and Beep. And yeah, because that would name the other 5 Pokemon on this list, which is not what I'm going to do. But yeah, Lucario is actually my 6th favorite Pokemon. Now, we have entered the top 5. And I honestly, some of these Pokemon are underwhelming, and you're like, oh my god, Sean, why are they in the top 5? If you're wondering that, then some of these Pokemon are underwhelming. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Like, notice how all of the Pokemon previously were fully evolved? Some of them are not. I think all of them were fully evolved. Yeah, they were all fully evolved. My 5th favorite Pokemon is the first Sword and Shield Pokemon on this list. My 5th favorite Pokemon is Cinderace, Scorbunny's final evolution. Scorbunny was my favorite starter, and I love it to death. And when I saw Cinderace, I knew I had to pick Scorbunny. Rillaboom was okay, and Inteleon sucked. I don't know why. I made like one video where I thought I was going to make a Let's Play, but I couldn't, and I picked Sobble. But now I'm back to picking Scorbunny, and my Nuzlocke, which I'll put the episodes and the link in the description. I have to put a lot of links, but it won't be there right away because I have to do that from my computer. So yeah, now for my next favorite Pokemon. Another Gen 8 Pokemon on this list, Zacian. If you don't know who Zacian is, it's the mascot Pokemon for Pokemon Sword. I'm currently doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke on Pokemon Sword. Next episode coming out most likely tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to try and get you guys new episodes. I've been currently grinding on raids a little bit since I don't want you guys to like, why are all your episodes raiding? Because I don't want any deaths. Sean was already a bad enough death. I don't need another one. Now that I think about it, I actually have gotten pretty far with no deaths. And yeah, that was fun. Nobody's died, but we have added a new member to the team. But you saw him in Milo's video. So far nobody's new. We do have Chester the Machop. He's the newest, and yeah, hope to get him to at least a Machoke. So I'm getting everybody to level 30, so sorry if you guys wanted to see Pyro evolve next episode. It's not happening. But next episode we'll be battling Nessa, which is weird because in the previous episode we battled Milo. But I did do some of the plot battles. I'm sorry, I had to battle Hop. Actually, I think I battled Hop on camera. But I battled Hop so I can get experience. So yeah. Also needed money to get Pokeballs, so I beat him. Well, okay, now we're in the top 3. If you made it through this video, you might as well just like and subscribe, because I don't know a lot of people who like hearing my voice for this long. But if you made it to the top 3 without saying, "Oh, Sean, that Pokemon is bad," well, then you're probably going to say that now. But the first 2 are going to be underwhelming, but I have reasons for putting them on here. Number 3 is Scorbunny, my favorite Generation 8 Pokemon. As soon as the starters got leaked, I knew I was going to pick Scorbunny. Scorbunny is my current YouTube channel icon, and I know I am currently FX Zacian. FX is my clan name if you don't know. And yeah, I just really like Scorbunny as a Pokemon. Number 2 is Eevee. I did not really Eevee was not my favorite Pokemon until I played Let's Go. It was only my favorite Pokemon for a little bit, but it wasn't really gonna make this list until I played Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. It was actually I actually played it far before so I know the last 2 were underwhelming in a way, but my favorite Pokemon will be said after some honorable mentions. Also, FX has a new member. FX Tornado is our new member. We now have a team of 6, which is awesome, and I didn't think we would actually get 6 members, but we did, so I'm happy about that. Also, if you want to join FX, add me on Fortnite. I will put my epic and everything is the same. So it's FX Zacian the God, capital F, capital X, capital Z, capital T, and capital G. You will not remember that, which is why I'm putting it in the description along with a lot of other things. So now, for some honorable mentions. Oshawott, obviously. Duat, obviously. But some other honorable mentions. Mewtwo did not make this list, but he's one of my favorite Pokemon. Actually might be my favorite psychic type. Girafarig. I've always loved Girafarig. Houndoom and Manectric. I don't know why I combined them. I really love doggos. I don't know why they didn't make this list. Mostly because there are other Pokemon. And I also thought Zoroark was a doggo at a time. But yeah. And Rabu. So those are all the honorable mentions. So usually somebody's favorite Pokemon is one they have gotten really close to, one that they have a lot of fond memories with, and my favorite Pokemon is Greninja. Greninja is the most popular Pokemon out right now. He is more popular than Pikachu and Charizard. Greninja is the most popular Pokemon. Also, as I mentioned earlier in this video, my first Pokemon game that I owned is one that I got in 2nd grade, Pokemon Y, which was on my 3DS. Pokemon Y was one of my favorite games at the time, and now I think is actually one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time, if not for Aromatisse, which is my least favorite Pokemon. So if I ever make a video about that, you'll know who's going to be at the bottom, Aromatisse. So yeah, my favorite Pokemon is Greninja because Froakie was the first starter I picked. Frogadier was good, but out of all of them, Froakie and Frogadier are also on the honorable mentions. But Greninja is my favorite Pokemon of all time. So if you made it all the way through this video, you might as well just like. Also subscribe, because I lost 2 subscribers. That's not a big deal, but don't unsubscribe. If you're subscribed, you better stay subscribed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you disagree, don't be too harsh. But if you disagree, then I'd love to hear your opinions. Unfortunately, YouTube, since I am under the age of 13, YouTube banned my comments, which is sad. YouTube disabled my comments, but I am 12, so next year I will be getting comments back. Yay! So, yeah. Also, story about me. Also, I am going to make a video about the story of me getting into Pokemon, which I mostly said in this video. But yeah, instead of making that in a separate video, I'll give you a short, brief description since I don't want this video only to be 15 minutes. I got into Pokemon when I went to my friend Andrew's house when I was in kindergarten. And then he was like, "Hey, have you heard of Pokemon?" And I was like, "I heard the name Pokemon, but I don't know any of the Mons." And he told me the Mons was short for monsters, and it was pocket monsters. And he said he had an extra game chip that he didn't have any save on it. And I didn't know what that meant because I've never played a Pokemon game before that. And I actually didn't play a Pokemon game until just a little bit less than 2 years after that, which was Pokemon Y. As I said, it's the first Pokemon game that I actually owned. I got it in 2nd grade. So I went to his house. I played some Black and White. I made it pretty far. It was actually Black and White too. I don't remember where I made it to. But I knew that my starter fully evolved because I was there for a while. I think I actually had a sleepover. So I fully evolved my starter, which I didn't think I was going to do. I also caught Zoroark, which is why he made this list, because it was Black and White too. I don't know why I keep on saying that. But yeah, then I got Pokemon Y at Best Buy when my dad was looking for, when we got our Echo Dot. I wanted to get a Pokemon game, and there was Pokemon X, Pokemon Y, Pokemon Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, which I got my first game in early 2017. It's like after Christmas, and I was like, "Ooh, that bird thing looks cool," and it says Y, which stands for Yeet. I actually just made that up recently. Pokemon Y stands for Pokemon Yeet. So yeah, then that's when I started playing Pokemon, and that's when I decided, oh my god, I'm going to get every Pokemon game down the line. I currently do not have Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I also still don't have Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and all of the Gen 5 games, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But I do have like this Raspberry Pi doohickey. You can't see it, but it's on that TV. It's where you can get a lot of Pokemon games. So I have all the ones on the Game Boy. I have Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. I have Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf Green, and Fire Red. And then I have Pokemon Y, which I still don't know how I didn't lose it somewhere. Also have, like I showed you, my second actual Pokemon cartridge, Pokemon Moon, and then I got Pokemon Ultra Sun. And then I never bought a Pokemon game chip again. I've downloaded all the other games because I don't want to lose them. Fortunately, that doesn't stop me from deleting my save data. Pokemon Sword and Shield has been out for less than a year, and I've done 5 different playthroughs, and they've all either been Score Bunny or Sobble. So yeah, if you made it through, just come on. I spent 2 minutes, which I could have spent doing easily other things. Also, I didn't want to make that a separate video because I knew it was only going to take like 2 or 3 minutes. So why making a 2 or 3 minute video when I can just say it in this video? So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to the channel.